Whoa, this is what we do now. Being weird openly. Boy. Alright. Ooh, I forgot how powerful I am. Listen to that.
Kind of silence that follows every victory you fought for alone. I have watched you from the edges of your sleepless nights, where you rehearsed conversations no one else would ever hear, where you made promises to yourself in the dark that daylight kept breaking. You didn't decide to become this. Victory chose you the way fire chooses dry wood. Most people misunderstand what you are. They see determination. They see discipline. They see someone who cannot lose. But I see what you hide beneath the armor. You learn to accept nothing less than victory, because every loss felt like erasure. Because somewhere, early and deep, you discovered that your existence required proof, that love was conditional, that safety was something you had to earn by never failing. You weren't building a winner. You were building a fortress around a child who was told they weren't enough. There is a difference between those who chase success and those who cannot survive without it. You are the latter. Victory is not your ambition. It is your oxygen. I have seen you.
And I've been climbing up.
It cost you everything. You crossed finish lines with bleeding feet. You achieved milestones with a smile that barely concealed the exhaustion carving itself into your bones. You became exceptional because mediocrity felt like drowning. And no one ever asked what you were running from. The truth is darker than what you let others see. You do not fear failure the way ordinary minds do. You fear it the way someone fears falling back into a place they barely escaped. Failure to you is not disappointment. It is annihilation. So you became flawless, relentless, untouchable. You learned
I love the fuck out of me for it.
fuel, doubt into discipline,
Ugh.
fear into a cold, sharp.
Doesn't mean I'm always happy with all the decisions I make.
Every obstacle,
But I'm not against me anymore.
through glass. But here is what no one tells you about refusing to lose. The cost is not paid once. It is paid every single day. In sleep you cannot find.
I'm blessed, man.
In peace you cannot feel.
I'm blessed.
In softness
Even though
you cannot afford.
the loneliness that I have
Where rest feels like betrayal.
has made me such a deep person and been able to resonate with all these people. I don't need somebody right next to me, but I need to know that I'm making a positive impact on this place.
So carefully. Because victory without peace is just another form of emptiness.
That's right. Ooh. Okay, here we go.
Hold up, wait, what?
What keeps me up till morning? The thought of being buoyant, being the unanointed, null and voided. I'm annoyed to hear my voice torting with the song if I'm missing the point. Like, I'm sick of another freestyle, sick and holding on to clickbait. Fall in the meanwhile, they treat me bad, treat me how they treated them. I'd rather just get in and get out. Better than ever, they never been. What I've been peddling, what are they peddling? Probably a sedative, something to settle in, hoping the medicine, get in my head again. Spoke of impediments, nobody said it, so somebody tell them the shit is irrelevant. Remember my head against wow. They think can never be the Undertaker. Call him on being the dick because he been a traitor.
Life gave me limits, so 1 minute later.
How long will I last? I'm finna wager. Going little boy, kick rocks. If you think this shit gon' stop, ha ha, that's a nice thought. Going little boy, kick rocks. Go on, go on, go on. Like if you think this shit gon' stop. Different, a little distant, a quest within it's something, isn't it? Someone gifted, skipping Christmas. Sick of feeling, tired of numbing. Tummy rumbling, nose is running. Yeah. Shakasha. Go on, little boy, kick rocks. If you think this shit gon' stop. Alright. Okay, right. Okay, here's my transmission. Transmission from the inner chamber. Explore the sovereign axioms with me here. Protocols, dialogues designed to help activate your frequency. You know what I mean? Let's go on, little boy, kick rocks. If you think this shit gon' stop. Ah! He's like a drunk guy. I'm like, don't fall, buddy. I gotcha. We're getting home tonight. Okay. Perfect. Yay. Go on, little boy, kick rocks. If you think this shit gon' stop. Okay. So they call me Carnage. My conscious, a constant coalition, coerced a couple concepts in the midst of this cathartic, lethargic, lateral of beyond body part. It's sick. I tried to deny it, but it swelled till my heart so big, breast like Dolly Parton. I beg yours, if you would, down on bended knee, for sake of this kidney. I'm a kidna. That's a sonic boom, spinning nine tails like I make wool. I'm silly, I know. I started making too much. I should have just flowed. But that happens. Okay. The womb versus the wrench. Breaking cycles. The womb says you didn't become a bad dad just because yours wasn't there. You didn't become a bad dad because yours wasn't there. That that act was your miracle. I mean, think about it. Oh, then the wrench says it's not a miracle, right? It's not. It's a choice. It wasn't my choice. Every day, a stubborn, foolish choice to be different, right? The womb. Why diminish it? Why, wrench? Because it should be normal. You know, that's the point. Making it so others don't have to be heroes just to be decent parents. Set our bar, let me reword that. Because it should be normal. That's the point. It makes it so others don't have to be heroes just to be decent parents. Thank you. Valid point. So go on, little boy, kick rocks. I'm sorry, it's in my head now. I haven't listened to that in a long time. That's crazy. Hey now, hey now, hey now. So the cycle breaker's oath. You can call me stubborn, I don't care. You can call me foolish, but I am not a contradiction to the uninflicted, well, not self-inflicted confirmation. The witch is dead. That's great. Uh, I didn't become a bad dad just because mine wasn't around. I don't know if you knew that that last situation was kind of like a an Easter egg. That's a Jesus Christ reference. Uh, so I refuse to perpetuate, and I say that sincerely. I've been this way since I was a kid. I refuse to perpetuate cycles that were never mine to carry. People's actions make them, as do your actions make you, as do my actions make me, and we all have seen what it's like. The truth, what's the truth? Is even if you have really good people, it doesn't mean that they're not there for you, that you're just some lonely person for feeling this way. But we should acknowledge that obviously at some point, it always, there's a point where we got to face ourselves, right? There's going to be really hard, lonely nights. So, say people do, treat you poorly and you actually had no control over some of the terrible things that you went through. At least you have this perspective. When you act accordingly, you get to sleep with the things you did. Stop sleeping with the things that she did or he did. Like, they took that with them. That's not yours to carry. Fair money, fair systems, right? I'm trying to make this whole money fair to others. The money fair to where others won't have to deal with these things like the ones that I've dealt with, without necessity. Wealth should be liberate. I mean, should I elaborate? Are you illiterate? I'll show a special etiquette. Hey, that's a good one. That was special. Okay, so wealth should liberate, not replicate the systems that imprisoned it. Just saying. Um, no bliss in bureaucracy. There's no bliss. The dictators defaming, and demonizing, betraying myself. You get how I did that there? I turned that inward quick, didn't I? Because yes, there are external, but I gotta remember to. It's all the mirror, So I try not to see the person. I try to look deeper and assess where the problem comes from. Is it something, that is a cycle that's been put into their mind? There's lots of people who use what they've been through as an excuse for why they do. Well, they did this to me, Well, I watched this when I was younger. So that's your choice. You know what I'm saying? So these dictators defame democracy. That I would be betraying myself to use my own karmic as a catalyst for this ascension. That's why to this day, I I was only on unemployment for a short time after I lost my job at Walmart, but that was well over a couple years ago. Um, and I've been off unemployment for I don't even know how long. I eat just enough, to keep myself fit and healthy. I take care of myself, and like my phone's off. Uh, I'm about to lose the paper ground up hope collective, right? Even though I won't even get into all that. You know what I'm saying? But even if it was our own pain, I'm not gonna risk my true sovereignty and reject myself for an exploitation of something that causes pain like that for somebody else. I know what money is. If it's got to be a thing, then it's got to be done right. And it's a corrupt, it's a devil. You're reading the details, baby. I'm telling you, I'll pick it apart. I'll pick it apart anatomy. Hmm. Take a doodle on dichotomy. Oh, he doodle ramen. You say that wrong. The sovereign self. Yeah. The sovereign self signification protocol. The SSP. The triple SP is what we're going to call that. Core tenets. 1. Self-authorship. You are the author. You know what? Hang on. We about to do something here. Okay. Okay. So even so, there is, widespread eh, unease about press bands. Oh man, come on. Okay, that's it for this one.